Hey guys, it's Renee here from Revv Evolution. That's right, with Christmas just around the corner, everybody's busy doing their Christmas shopping. And for those of you at home, getting your house all ready by painting it and putting up all those Christmas decorations. And let's not forget cooking some really yummy dishes in the kitchen. Things like your favorite dishes like devil's curry, fang, shepherd's pie, and of course all your favorite cakes and cookies. And what we can do right here on Revv is we can bring you to a friend's house and show you what he's preparing for Christmas. Okay folks, let's go. We're here at my friend's house. His name is Gerard, right? So we'll just check out and see whether he's at home. Ho ho ho! Hey, Gerard, my brother!
Come on in.
Alright, okay, alright, so folks, let's come on in.
Come in.
Well folks, we're in the beautiful home of Gerard, and I want to say a big Revv thank you to Gerard once again for inviting us into his beautiful home.
Thank you, you're so welcome.
Thank you so much, Gerard. But before we skip to the dish, let's find out a bit more about the man himself, Gerard.
Sure.
So Gerard, tell us, what have you been busy with during this Christmas season?
Well, it's Christmas season, so what else can you be busy with decorations in the house? So I've been busy decorating the whole house for Christmas.
Right, and I noticed that some of the decorations are really awesome. So was this like bought off the shelf, or tell us, how did you actually manage to do all these decorations?
Well, the main ones actually bought off from a shop, but majority of what you see here is handmade by me.
Wow, a handyman in the house. So folks, if you need any decorations done or anything else, you know who to call. All right. So now, tell us about the dish that you're gonna be amazing us in the kitchen with.
Right, the reason why you're here today is because I'm going to teach you how to make my style of the Eurasian Pineapple Tart with a secret ingredient.
Secret ingredients, wow.
That's
okay,
right.
so that sounds really yummy, so let's head on over to the kitchen table.
Let's go!
Chef is in the house! Hey, you're back with us. Okay, so Gerard.
Yes.
Let's start off with the pineapple tart. So what ingredients are basically you're gonna start off with?
Basically there are only two different types, the dry and the wet. So right now what you're gonna do is all the dries goes into the mixing bowl.
Okay, so let's just show you the difference. Yeah.
So all the dry ingredients which is powdered goes into the mixing bowl.
Alright. So all powdered ingredients first, right?
That's right.
Alright.
But don't forget to wash your hands.
Right, cleanliness comes first, right?
That's right.
Yes,
okay, so you got all your dry ingredients in. Give it a nice swirl. Make sure all the ingredients are all mixed up.
Got you soap in your hand?
No.
Never.
I got Clorox, everything.
Alright.
Okay.
So we just kind of mix up all the dry
That's right. So you
ingredients,
should roughly get something like this in a yellowish kind of tinge.
Okay, yeah, quick question. Okay, Gerard, so right now, with the consistency that you're doing with the whole mixture you're doing, but that's how many people will it actually serve for? How many tarts can actually make out of this?
Alright, with the recipe which I'm giving you, you can make roughly 45 to 50 tarts, depends on the size of your bowl.
Wow, that's like for the whole HDB block, man.
almost,
right,
the whole
okay.
battalion.
Yeah, so I'll kind of do different ratios depending on how many people I'm baking for, right?
That is correct.
Okay, alright. Okay, so what's next?
Alright, next, very simple, the wet ingredients.
Okay.
Alright?
The eggs. Okay, putting the eggs.
Butter which has already been thawed in room temperature.
Okay, yeah, so quick question. With the butter, can I use any kind of butter or any special butter? You know what I mean?
Because of the secret ingredient.
Exactly, that's what I was going to say.
Try to use only unsalted butter.
Unsalted
and then
butter.
from there you can adjust the saltiness and also the savouriness when you put the salt in.
Okay, so you can either go with the salted or non-salted butter.
That's right. No, try to stick to unsalted first because you're using the Himalayan salt for later.
Oh, okay, right. Do you want to get too salty, right?
That's right.
Okay.
So once your wet ingredients are in together with your dry, mix them all up.
Alright, as you can see, Gerard has been working out on that dough.
That's right.
So, let's see look right now.
So when it's done, it should look something like this, just nice, roll into a ball. And you know what's next? We put this in the fridge and let it cool down.
And now it comes to the favorite part of making tarts.
It's not my favorite part, but it's a lot of work.
It's the filling.
Okay, it's the pineapple filling. Now I'm going to teach you how to make the pineapple filling. But most of all, the tedious part of the pineapple filling is that we are going to use the scraper.
Alright, we're going old school, man.
That's right. Well, you see, there's a lot of people that do pineapple filling using a blender, but by using a scraper, you get the tendons of the pineapple in. So when you chew in your mouth, it gets stuck in your teeth.
Yeah. So I think a lot of people really want to use a blender. They think it's the easy way out. They kind of like get everything blended out. It comes all sushi and squishy.
That's right. So that's why when you blend, when you start to scrape it, the fibers are very nice.
Okay. So that's actually one of the so-called secrets of having the really perfect tarts, right? All those
you want the chewy kind of pineapple filling, right?
And now goes to my next question before you start. Any special pineapple we're going to use, or is it off the shelf kind of pineapple?
Okay, pineapples are pineapples, alright? So the only pineapple which I use, pineapples. Okay, the pineapple which you want to choose if you are making it the same day itself is to get the pineapples which are yellow in color. The greens are okay, but they are a bit on the soury side, but yellows are sweet, which are really ripe, and that's what you want if you are going to make it on that day itself, yeah?
Alright.
And what you can see right now, right in front of here, the tendons are all coming out. So
Alright, so after my good friend Gerard has tediously grated all that lovely pineapple, this is what it looks like after all that hard work.
And that's right, so after scraping, you will get some of the juice in it, and then also the tendons are all fight apart.
Yeah, it looks nice and fibrous.
This is what you get.
Right, cool. Alright.
And on to the next step.
Can I eat it now?
No, you can't eat it now.
Okay, right, sorry.
Don't touch my pineapple.
Okay.
Alright, now, there's a lot of ways of doing the pineapple filling, but this is my way. That comes the secret ingredient.
Right.
Now, a lot of people, what they do is that they stick the pineapple and straight put into the pan, and then they start cooking.
Right.
But this is what I will teach you how to do it to make it very savory. Number one, butter.
Wow.
Okay, so
butter.
Alright, so butter goes into the pan.
So butter, again, what kind of butter?
Again, unsalted butter because you do not want to have too much salt.
Alright, okay.
Alright, so you got the butters in the pan.
Okay.
And for your spice, we have cinnamon, clove, and Star Anise.
Alright.
Also goes in a pan while the butter is hot.
Yeah, and you can probably just get this off the supermarket.
That's right. And it's really kind of cheap if you get to any of those market shops.
It actually smells good without the pineapple, man.
That's right.
Wow, so
Alright, so once the butter has melted and you know, they start to heat up, that goes into your pineapple.
Alright, okay.
Now, a lot of people does is that they like to drain the pineapple first and then they put it in the pan.
Okay.
For me, everything goes in because you want the juices soak into the pineapple and dry at the same time.
Kind of infused into the dish with that.
Now, if you want it to be a more Christmassy flavor, what you can do, buddy,
more
is...
Christmassy, yeah.
That's right. For more Christmassy flavors, get cinnamon powder, about a quarter of a teaspoon, and then you dump it in and stir it up. Now, it's jam. Now, jam needs to be sweet. For me, myself, I don't use sugar.
No sugar at all?
Diabetes,
Right, so you're just basically using the natural sweetness of the pineapple to sweeten the dish.
On top of that, I use honey. So it's honey glazed pineapple.
Wow.
So what you're gonna do is that you're just gonna sprinkle some honey. Now this again, is all up to the individual how sweet you want to.
Exactly.
Right. So you want it more sweeter, you put more honey. If you don't want it, you just don't use it at all. If you want a sourish, tangish taste for your pineapple.
Oh, it smells excellent, man, seriously. And folks, if you're watching and you're wondering, the way Gerard's doing it, are we going to actually provide you the recipe? Well, we are, right? That's going to happen at the end of the video, right?
That's right, guys. So do look out for the recipe at the end of the video after we are done. Once you see the color is already dark brown, it's time to turn it off for the electricity. And then let it rest while we go and start doing the balls.
Okay, you mean you can't eat it yet?
No, you can't eat it yet. Wait.
Right, so what comes next, Gerard?
Making balls.
Hey, are we going to be done soon? I'm getting hungry.
Okay, so now, once you have done the cooked pineapple, we are going to make the balls. Now it all depends on the size of the mold you have. I have two different types here. One is quite small, so you can make a smaller ball for this. And the ones I'm using today will be a deeper intent mold. So for this, you roughly need a ball about 8 grams of size. So depends on how many you're gonna make, you make the balls.
We're back at the table again.
Yes.
This time round, what do we have, Gerard?
Okay, now it's time to make the tart mold. Alright, so this is what happens when it's out on the fridge after an hour. It's nice and hard. Next, we're going to powder the table with the normal flour which you made. Alright, you get your dough up ready and press it really flat. The mold which I'm using later on. Alright, powder the mold, and all you got to do is press it down and turn.
Okay folks, as you can see, Gerard has done all the hard work and I'm just kind of like, you know, his wingman doing nothing. And he's actually prepared all the dough, he's cut it all out nicely and the filling's all ready. So, what's next, brother?
Alright, now is where East meets West.
Okay.
It's time for the filling to meet its body.
Alright.
So, for the filling to stick to the pineapple tart, what I'll do is that I'll take the filling, dip it in egg, and it goes directly straight into the mold.
Okay.
Before it goes in the oven, while you're preparing your tarts, set your oven up to 175 degrees or 180 degrees in the oven and preheat in advance first.
Okay, so that's coming up next as we put all these nice puppies, I call them, into the oven. And now it's finally come to that moment where I actually get to get my hands on Gerard's secret recipe tarts. Alright, so yes, so Gerard, what's we gonna do next now?
You are gonna taste it because you've been bugging me the whole day. Can you eat now? So
yeah,
now,
man,
this is especially for you.
So folks, bon appetit. Let me see, let me go. Oh man. Whatever you know, Gerard said about the video about it being crunchy and everything with all the ingredients he kind of put into it. It really does make a lot of difference. I can really get a real crunchy feel of the dough itself because sometimes when I eat tarts, right, it's very dry, but this is really nice and crunchy and really kind of develops in your mouth with that pineapple. I think one is not enough, man. I need to do more. So once again, we want to say a big Revv thank you to Gerard for giving us his excellent hospitality and allowing us to
welcome.
Taking up his time, and once again, bro, excellent job on the pineapple tarts. And guess what? Gerard has a little surprise for all of you out there.
That's right. If you've seen my episode, I'm doing pineapple tarts. Now, if you want to win yourself a box of 45 to 50 tarts, all you gotta do is just this. In the comment section below, after you've seen the video, write to me what is your normal Christmas traditional dish you have during Christmas Eve, and the best one picked by us, we will personally send to your house and give it to you personally. So write down in the comment section your favorite traditional Christmas Eve dish.
Alright, folks, it could be anything from like things like devil's curry.
It can be anything.
Shepherd's pie, whatever kind of like, you know, makes your Christmas in terms of the Christmas traditions, right?
That's right. The story that tickles the most wins the prize.
That's right. So once again, right now we want to say a big Merry Christmas to everybody out there, and also additional news. Or the other thing we're going to surprise people about, you know, what's going to come next year.
That's right. In 2021, look out for us in Revv Eats. We are going to do a special segment on Eurasian comfort food.
Right, more food coming your way.
That's right.
On Revv Eats. Okay, so once again, on behalf of all of us here, Gerard, myself, and of course, everybody, all of you guys out there, we want to wish you a very Merry Christmas, and we'll catch you in 2021.